Welcome.
Welcome
to the 7th episode of an ambiguously named podcast. How are we feeling right now?
Jumbo.
Tonight is the late night edition.
It is a late night edition.
This is also
it's
the
been
quiet
seven.
edition.
It's been 7 so far.
This is our 7th.
Well, we've been doing it consistently for 7 weeks.
For 7 weeks straight
Consistency.
of consistency. I think that deserves a very light round of applause.
You know
because
what? We should get up to that. We should celebrate that.
Speaking of getting it's also homecoming.
It's homecoming.
It's homecoming.
After dark. Going solo.
It's currently 1:40 a.m. in the city. How are we feeling? How's our week been? How's it
140?
going? It's 1:40.
I guess I'm only getting 4 hours of sleep tonight too.
Why are you only getting 4 hours of sleep?
I have an 8 a.m. Gonna be up at 7.
Ooh. Yeah, ooh, that's rough.
That's tough.
But we're here on the podcast with...
My name is Tyler. You can follow me on
So loud.
A Single Black Rose
Late night podcast
on Twitter.
I mean, we can't whisper the whole time.
A Single Black Rose.
Just keep it
You can
normal.
also follow me on Instagram, which is
whisper next
Quiet
to
Warrior. So yeah, I don't post, so you should just still follow me. So when I do post, I get the attention I feel like I need. Next person.
It's me. It's Johnny. I guess if you want to follow me on social medias, it's JCandy3 everywhere. Everywhere.
It's Nelly. I'm eating noodles right now, so that's that. Alright.
You want to introduce yourself, Dave?
And David. So let me start off by asking, any new music? Any new thoughts? Any new ideas?
Can I first say, for the past couple of weeks, you always say, how has our week been? When the week has just started.
But we had a week before.
Shut your ass up. Anyways.
It's okay. But we gonna keep going.
We have a week before that. You know,
Exactly.
the week that we did the
So
last podcast.
The week leading up.
The week leading up to the podcast we just did.
David, we see each other every day. You know how my week's been.
I don't
Now
know.
we starting off the podcast with Tyler being smart.
I've always been smart.
Just because I see Johnny doesn't mean I truly grasp and understand what's going on
That means
in
you're a
his
bad
head.
friend. You're supposed to ask how your friends
Because I be
are.
going
Now we're
through
calling
it.
people out.
Mm-hmm.
Look, they said check on your...
You're toxic.
Listen, David's toxic because he doesn't check up on his friends.
I do check up on my friends.
You don't text me, nigga. You don't text me, hey, are you okay? I have to text you, are you alive? Why haven't you come to class? Are you okay?
Tyler, you
That was
toxic
one
'cause
day.
You give speeches on toxicity and then do toxic.
It'd be toxic.
What shit do I do that's toxic?
We're not gonna bring it up
We
because I'm
not
not
gonna-
the type of friend
that's a
to
whole-
expose people to
that's a
the
whole other
podcast
topic.
like you doing.
That's a whole other
I'm not
topic.
really exposing. Am I really exposing or am I
You so
telling the
just
truth?
exposed David.
It's the truth.
It's not really the truth, so
It's
you didn't
not
expose
podcast
me.
material.
David, when have you asked me, am I okay?
Oh my god.
Over the summer?
When I asked you, are you okay?
No,
first?
you texted me.
That's so funny. He just said he a needy bitch too.
I am a needy bitch. I need attention, affection, and love.
I can be needy.
So y'all just not gonna tell me if y'all listen to any music? Y'all don't listen to
Summer
music?
Walker's new album. You know what?
Damn.
It's a perfect segue because in Summer Walker's album, she talks about how niggas don't text.
See,
back.
that's how we know you wasn't listening to us and that you really don't care because we weren't talking about Summer Walker's album on this podcast.
I'm telling y'all. He asked
Talking
if we
about
listen to any new music. That's the new music I listen to. Excuse me. That's the new music I listen to. That's my first strike. That's my first F-bomb. That's the music I listen to.
Okay, you don't raise your voice. It's the late night edition.
Listeners were also slightly intoxicated, so there's that.
No, we're not.
The listeners
Either we're not or we're all over 21.
Podcast.
We're all over 21. Yes,
We are all over 21.
You can't
That is
prove
the
otherwise.
consensus.
Yeah, we're all born in 95.
They kind of could, but...
It works.
Fuck this whole part out. This whole part.
We
It's
on
gonna
the
stay in.
spot.
So Summer Walker's album, you say that it was good. I have seen the same consensus on Twitter, but I have not gotten a chance to listen. I intended to, but never got around to it. So let me ask, what are some of the highlights? And Carnell, you can chime in too because you two have listened. What are some of the highlights of the album?
I would say I like Playing Games, obviously, Stretch Me Out. Also I like Body. And
Can we talk about Stretch Me Out real quick?
why?
I feel like,
Boogie didn't need to be on the song.
wow, you took the words right out.
He
No,
really did
and
not.
Let me.
I've
Don't get
listened
me
to that
wrong.
song, so
Because I'm an Ed Boogie fan, like since Still Thinking About You, but like
I'm not.
you didn't have to say all that. Anyway, all I'm saying is this wasn't it. I feel like he was not the right fit to be featured on that song.
mm-hmm.
I don't know. It just didn't match very well, and maybe that could have just been like production wise,
Yeah.
or like the lyrics or the flow of the song. I don't know. It was just kind of weird.
I mean, no, I definitely felt that too. He kind of was like, it felt like shoehorned in a little bit. Like his, I don't know if it was his delivery or just him. Period. It just didn't like mix.
I'm not saying he a problem.
Yeah, no, he's not a problem. Like he
Yeah,
can
he
make
just
good songs with that type of vibe. It's
'Cause
just
he
in
has
that
before.
situation, it just didn't fit right.
I think I didn't have a problem with his verse. Back to like just to talk about the album as a whole. I like the aesthetic, even though the cover doesn't really match what she's like going through.
Yeah.
Doesn't? Why you say that?
Cause here's the thing, her EP, which is what she's known for,
I love the EP.
A Last Days of Summer, is very sad, very melancholy. I don't want to say very melancholy, but it's very somber.
Morose?
Yeah.
Oh no, morose that's too strong a word.
Yeah. So I would say like it's very chill. This, the cover gave it like to me she was giving what she was like. She had the phone to her face and she was like about to cussing a nigga out.
Yeah.
So I was just like, okay, this about to be more like upbeat, more like in your face. And it was in the beginning. It was kind of like in your face, but it wasn't like in your face. It was more like pussy in your face, not gun in your face. You know what I mean? There's a difference.
Okay.
Oh. It was very up there
I mean,
sexually.
Okay.
And she is very known for having sexually charged lyrics, and people love that about her.
Yeah.
But like she's lyrically, sis can write. Let's just say that.
I interpreted the cover differently.
How did you interpret the cover?
As like just looking at the way she's posing. She got her gun. She got her little finger gun.
She got a gun?
No, she's just like, nigga, if you don't.
Just like some point,
Well,
basically.
see, it could you looking at the picture, you could also be like, you better come through and
Yeah.
Pussy.
And that leads into my next point. Come through with Usher.
Ooh, man. If you ain't heard that, would you say that's like the highlight a little bit?
It is one of the highlights songs.
of the album.
Also, like I'll Kill You by
Yeah, I was just about to ask about that one. Was that one good?
Yeah, I like that one.
Okay.
It's not an anthem. I thought it'd be like an anthem.
Yeah.
But I could definitely hear somebody saying that to a nigga while they looking at them in their eye.
I don't know why Stretch You Out is a highlight, but Come Through isn't. I just realized that Come Through is not one of the highlighted songs on the
Man, because
according to Apple Music.
To the song Stretch You Out, it's like a song you could strip to. Like you strip it in your personal
like that's like
makeshift
the
stripper pole.
like that's the song that would probably like end up on the radio or like end up in the clubs basically. Okay.
The song you write
Understandable.
to basically.
And the little extended version of Playing Games was nice.
Yeah, I like that one too.
Yep, that's about it for me.
A small tangent about the new music. Some of my favorites were Gucci Pajamas
Ooh.
by Guap Dad 4000 featuring Chance the Rapper and
Chance came on that
Oh
song.
yeah, that fire.
the King himself.
Jacquees?
No.
No. Oh hell no.
Who?
He said Jacquees.
This nigga drunk.
Who's the king? The king of pop? You dead. Sorry, Michael.
Could
It's toe up.
Charlie Anderson?
Is it Charlie Anderson? I know who you talking about. Charlie something.
I'm sorry, it's a little late.
The dude who's on turf with Amine.
It's
Charlie Wilson.
Charlie Wilson. Yeah, I was trying to find the last name too.
Is there a Charlie Anderson?
It's Charlie Wilson.
It's Charlie.
Is there a Charlie Anderson?
Maybe Charlie Anderson. I'm sure there's a Charlie Anderson somewhere in the world.
You talking about Anthony Anderson?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, are you?
Oh, I think I might have been Charlie
Man.
Wilson. Excuse me. This is late.
Okay.
And also, Bottom Bitch by Doja Cat. That's nice.
Oh yeah.
The video was really
The video had a little
That
bit
video, I love that video. It gave so much like punk rocker vibes,
I want
but
to go
like
hang out with my
some
friends in
some
high school
indie.
and just run around the city and do her rat shit with my friends.
Yes.
And lastly, Big Booty by Gucci Mane featuring Megan Thee Stallion. I didn't really care for that one. As much as I love Megan Thee Stallion, did not care for the song.
It's understandable. But since we are on the topic of new music, we might as well talk about the artist who's come out with some new music and some new drama,
Ooh.
Travis Scott. I know
What
me
drama?
and Carnell have heard the song "Heist in the Room." I don't know. Have you guys heard?
I
don't
meant
listen to rap.
I meant to listen to it, but I
You
never
meant to
got
listen.
around to it. Just like I meant
When
to
I
listen
say that,
to
I
Over
listen
It.
to Travis
You
Uh-huh.
guys are trash.
It was.
I haven't listened to any new music lately.
because he has beef with Nicki.
He doesn't have beef with Nicki.
I know.
Nicki has beef with him.
Nicki has beef with
Listen,
Stormi.
Travis.
Listen, we have beef with the
my
Kardashian
God.
family.
They have Leapfrog
The
show.
Barbs, we do not support. Travis.
Well,
Okay, but y'all still eat Chick-fil-A.
That's another issue.
that's
That is a separate issue.
Is it?
We talked about this in the first podcast.
we've come full circle.
Full circle.
How
A
we have?
circumference.
How the hell we still haven't resolved the issue?
A circumference.
I guess
A 360.
niggas are still bringing up Chick-fil-A like we haven't squashed the beef.
We haven't.
They still hate us.
No, I'm not talking about the beef with Chick-fil-A. I'm talking about the beef between me and Carnell about Chick-fil-A.
How we,
I thought we were.
Carnell said we ain't squash shit, nigga.
We ain't got shit. We
didn't
put it
squash
to
the
the
beef.
side.
but we
But
might
now
have
you talking
squashed the
about some-
chicken.
But now you talking
And that's
about some,
our pun
but-
of the week.
Look,
Give it
wait,
up,
what did
give
you
it
just
up.
say?
He said we squashed the chicken, but we didn't squash the beef.
Shut the fuck up.
But no, so honestly, Heist in the Room, I was kind of expecting more. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of like it's a Travis Scott song.
See,
I'm not the biggest Travis Scott
it
fan,
wasn't-
but it was okay. Like I can understand when
yeah.
Travis has a great song, like I can recognize,
Pass
and
it
this was
down.
just kind of eh.
Cause on a beat like that beat, the production on that beat was like really nice, and it really took you on a journey. So I was expecting more lyricism.
Yeah.
So maybe you know what? Maybe I just gotta go back and look at the Rap Genius. But like I don't know. I think
That's a
maybe
rap genius.
I want to
Yeah,
tell
I mean,
you
sometimes you got to do that to like
People
really
sleep on
appreciate a
rap
song.
genius.
Like,
Rap Genius be opening people's eyes.
Nah.
Be
Yeah.
like, whoa, that's
like they
what he
said
meant.
that. That's what he said. You know what I'm saying?
I've
Like,
spent hours on rap genius just like reading.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's like you look at one song and you be like, damn, I wonder what he really meant when he said
But that's
this.
literally just one person's perspective, to be honest. Literally, I could become a rap genius song interpreter.
Is it?
true.
I wonder how much they made.
Is it?
That's true though.
But they
It's
be
a-
like,
it's an interpretation.
I
It's-
know, but sometimes they do like actually ask the artist like, what did you
Yeah,
mean by
a lot of
that?
the times, yeah.
When it's green, you know it's what the artist
Yeah,
said. Like, I know
it'll
that
say like
much.
at the top of the song, it'll say confirmed by
Right,
the
yeah.
like the artist.
But most times it's how they infer it. That's how literature works. It's just if it's just like your interpretation, all you gotta do is back that shit up with facts. Basically.
But yeah, Highs in the Room, it was dope.
You know who's a good
listen to
artist?
that. Or watch the video. The video is really engaging.
So you're just
Oh,
gonna.
what's the
The
song?
video was very engaging. Travis is always giving
Yeah.
us
The
overly
cinematic
produced
visuals,
videos. Yeah,
crazy.
visuals.
Yeah, visuals went crazy on that.
But you were about to send us on a tangent on another topic unrelated. Continue.
Not David being shady.
Now I don't want to tell you guys.
No, tell us. I'm curious. I want to know. I genuinely want to know what you wanted to say.
Carly
See, you
Rae
gotta make me believe.
Jepsen?
Jepsen.
What?
Who?
Yes.
Carly Rae Jepsen.
Is this the
Jepsen.
Friday girl?
Did
No,
yes,
Call Me Maybe.
That's
Call Me
Rebecca
Maybe.
Black.
Oops.
Got you.
Rebecca Black did Friday, but Carly Rae Jepsen made "Call You Maybe." Sis, that album that you came out with, Did y'all know she got nominated for a Grammy?
You said she dropped the album?
Yes.
And
She got nominated for a Grammy.
And I ain't hear it?
But if y'all listen to it, it's really good. And that's like true pop music.
Was this, 2018 recently? Or was it like...
It was like 2017.
2017, okay.
But like, she dropped the album and then like Lord, alternative part.
Yeah.
It's called
Lord been
Melodrama.
doing it.
I thought Melodrama came out a long time ago.
No, Melodrama just recently came out. That got nominated for a Grammy too. It didn't win, but like
They tried.
Is
you gotta respect
that is the bomb. It's her, it's Lord, and freaking Carla Rae Jepsen. They have gems in those damn albums, and it's just beautiful.
I like
Nobody
Dynamite.
gives it the damn recognition it deserves.
Dynamite featuring SZA and Khalid and a third artist.
And a third
I can't remember
artist.
who the third artist was.
Perhaps the third artist was Travis Scott, who recently
Oh, we back on Travis
announced
Scott?
that him and Kylie Jenner
Are getting
are taking a
divorced?
break from their relationship. The word divorce has actually, I have not seen it.
The word break
any of
irritates
these.
me.
Yeah,
The
it
third
irritates me as
The
well.
third artist was not
How the
Travis
fuck
Scott.
do you take a break from a relationship? Somebody
Yeah.
tell me that. It's
I've-
either break or it's break up. Break the fuck
means
up.
Let's go see our other options and then come back to what we had before when we realized that there was nothing better out there.
Listen,
That's kind of depressing.
It's
It's
not
true,
wrong
though. That's what people
it's
do,
true.
That's what people do because they go on breaks and they find someone
And they go
that
try
they
something
actually
else.
likes better.
And then they text you at 3 a.m. going, "Hey, are you okay? I miss you." And then y'all are like, wake up in the same bed, and your friends tell you like, "Hey, you kind of stupid." But
so have you gone through this, David?
no, but I
that
know
was really
people who
specific.
have.
That sounded very existential.
Yeah, I was about to say, David, it sounded like you went through
We're not
that
gonna
shit.
get into it. This isn't the therapy session.
You have
this
something
isn't
to
the
tell
therapy
us?
podcast.
You sound hurt.
The therapy
bro.
podcast will be one of these weeks, just not this week. But
Well, we have a lot of shit to unpack in the therapy.
We'll have to have a series.
that's its own.
That's a sub
That's
series.
its own series of videos.
person.
Yep.
And then after
So
we
who's
get through
gonna go
everyone,
first?
we'll like
I'll
look
go
back
first
around.
because y'all ain't getting shit out of me.
You know what?
Y'all gonna have a fun time on my episode.
But Travis Scott and
He's
his
just playing some
breaking
bullshit.
up with
Just gonna be
Kylie.
some shit out
I'll
here.
Yeah,
explain
how do we-
everything
how do
to you.
we-
I'm gonna be like, this is why I'm,
This is where.
and
But-
that's why I am the way I am.
So how do we feel about their break? Did you guys enjoy them as a couple?
I didn't give a fuck about this couple.
Damn.
Let me be honest.
Damn.
I could care fucking less. You
Whoa,
know?
that's your second one. I just used my first one.
Yeah, you've been using
Okay,
a
I'm
lot
pushing
of
it. I
them.
understand. I'm pushing it. Ooh. But I'm sorry.
You can get cut all the way out.
I
on
need
this.
Jig's here to tell me I'm cursing too much. So he can
Jigs would be right there with you.
He gonna be like, Kylie Jenner.
No, Kylie mother Jenner.
Take out the just listen to the last part. Jenner. The white agenda. That's what he gonna do some dumb. He gonna say some dumb shit.
Speaking of the white agenda,
Oh my god. I
Go ahead
didn't
and
mean to
speak for
get
the
you
right
started.
race, John.
I
didn't mean to get you started.
for one,
Oh my god.
would
say it.
appreciate it if black men stop fooling. I changed the
Stop
word.
it.
Stop fooling with these white women.
All right, we will talk about that in
That's
2
a problematic
seconds
comment.
because that is
We're gonna
technically
save that for a
related.
podcast
That is technically
topic.
related
To
to this
racism.
topic.
That's what I'm saying.
So
I'm glad.
we'll talk about
I'm
that
glad
in
they're
2
split.
seconds. However, so
I
you
would-
don't care.
I would hope
you never
Tyga-
cared about the relationship.
I would hope Tyga
Here's
doesn't go
why I
back
never
to her
cared,
either.
because I knew it was like something that was, it was propaganda,
Orchestrated.
orchestrated.
They had a
Yeah.
baby for propaganda.
That's
Hell,
deep.
people have babies just to get money. So I don't
Welfare.
exactly. So
I mean-
I'm not gonna put it past them.
Honestly,
People act
though,
like the Kardashians do some new shit.
that concept.
Girls,
isn't
bitches in the hood be
Yeah,
fooling
shit.
niggas all the time.
That concept
My
is
mom
not-
said your cousin TT went through that. I don't know why people make it like it's just that they got money.
Tyler, this is the quiet podcast. Don't get so worked
Hold on,
up.
hold
You're
on,
not the
let
one
me
having
rephrase
the
that.
babies.
TT who went through that. I don't know why they making money.
So my thing is like I know that there are a lot of
Ancient
relationships.
times.
there are a lot of relationships in Hollywood and entertainment that are fabricated. Lil Xan and Noah Cyrus. There's a lot of people who think that was a thing.
What?
It was a thing.
It was a thing. They made a song together.
You know who's a fake relationship? Camila Cabello and Shawn Mendes.
Because Shawn Mendes
Y'all
is a
know
bottom.
Shawn Mendes
Are we
is a
sure?
bottom.
Listen, no, hey, hold on a second.
Hold on.
So that's a whole other topic
You're
too.
not gonna put that propaganda out.
Exactly. He went into a whole interview and said that he was not homosexual, and people attacked him for saying that he wasn't.
How you gonna attack someone for?
Exactly.
Y'all
You
niggas-
asked him what his sexuality was, and he said what his
Y'all know-
sexuality was.
Like exactly.
And then you said, "You liar."
So
You
that
go to hell. Like what is wrong with you?
So you can say like maybe their relationship is fake, it's just for like to boost their careers, but to say that it's fake because he's this thing that he's specifically
That
said
y'all
he
ain't got
wasn't.
no receipts for.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a whole nother
Well,
thing.
somebody gets those receipts.
Oh my god.
And
The gays
until
will
then,
find the receipts.
until then,
They gotta look in their purse.
he is a straight man, and y'all need to leave him alone and
That's
just
what you
respect
show- you
people's
know,
yeah, like,
privacy.
that's-
That's his damn business.
Yeah.
Spraying out the corn. And
Y'all
the
be
can.
so ready to push people out the closet. Jesus Christ.
Yank him out that.
Yank them.
Look, the closet door is open. All they have to do is walk out.
Do
But
they?
you're not letting them walk out. You're
Do they?
saying that they're already
Look,
out when they're still
personally,
standing
I
in
don't
the
do
hallway. Like
I let them come out.
And that's why I'm friends
you
with
just said that the relationship
I
is fake.
just like the
because-
memes they make about his ass. Because that should be funny.
The memes are funny.
The memes I'm here for the memes.
Memes are funny. in
I let
general.
him come out when he wants to, but listen, the memes are funny. So
Twitter-
sis, come out.
Twitter
'cause
is
the memes will get
ruthless.
worse.
We're gonna talk
Twitter
about
is
that
ruthless.
one of these days.
That's yeah.
Like the ruthlessness of Twitter. Like
Twitter is the internet.
We could have a
The
whole
internet
episode
is
about Twitter.
ruthless.
Just
That,
in
honestly,
Yeah.
Twitter edition episode, yeah, we could do that. But so there was also another part to this story, which makes the claim that the relationship was all for publicity seem even more likely, which was that
But
Kylie
celebrities
Jenner
actually
was
be
seen pulling up to Tyga's studio late night, only like a day after the alleged break was announced.
see, here's
Oh,
the
is this
thing.
what it's talking about?
Cause
She's going
people.
back to her old nigga to get some dick.
Okay, whoa.
Whoa.
Because,
we are
okay,
a friendly,
like,
family podcast.
No, we're
I'm
not.
not
Who
even gonna
told you
front.
that lie?
No, I'm not even gonna front. That happens.
Who said
That does happen because
It
some
does
girls they like they don't want to be with that person, but they don't want to move on to the next person, you know, because like that person is they already, you know, they know what to do, you know. You know what? Let me stop talking. Anyways, that's their business. That's why I would hate to be a celebrity, because it's like if you try and have a conversation late night, like us regular people, we can do that. If
Yeah.
I want to go have a conversation with someone that I'm talking to at 2 a.m., 3 a.m. in the morning, I can do that. But at their level of fame,
You can't
they
do
can't
that.
get away with that
They-
shit.
you
Someone
get
that's
spotted.
gonna be in the news.
It's gonna be a
So if she
headline.
pull up at his
Just
studio
like
at
it is now.
early morning
Actually,
hours, that's their business. They
I
could have
wanna
been
say
having a
something
private
against that.
conversation. They could have been like, who knows? Maybe they was talking it out. But that's their business.
Carnell, let me tell you something. The Kardashians, those people, they purposefully tell the paparazzi where they are, what they're doing, and who they were with. Like Beyonce. Did y'all know she went walking around Central Park like willy-nilly, not knowing that she's Beyonce? And somebody was just like, well, why didn't she know? And they, like, somebody, like a publicist, just like, some celebrities let people, like, paparazzi know where they are. Like, others just like, if you don't tell nobody, ain't nobody gonna fucking check you.
So
Yeah.
this was a thing where they let them know?
Yes. Like, you don't think this shit planned?
I mean, I wouldn't put anything past them, because people be camping out of outside Kanye's home like almost 24/7,
Okay, but
waiting
who's
for him
camping
to
out of
walk
Kylie
outside to
Jenner's
get the
house?
newspaper.
Who's camping outside of Tiger's studio? Let me
Who
know.
knows?
But
Paparazzi.
It's highly
That's
fucking
their job.
unlikely because they call what the paparazzi. to be like, hey, yeah, I'm about to go to Tyga's place. It'll be juicy for your next issue.
I'm just saying, they be camped out, and that's a fact. They be camped out without
because
nobody
they tell
telling
them come here at 2:00, so they want to get there so they get the first
No,
photo.
not all the time.
Oof, I am exhausted.
You want to?
I'm not saying.
I understand
I'm not
you want to
saying
believe
with
that.
every celebrity.
No,
not
no.
with every celebrity, because I do believe that some celebrities do. But I know
Specifically, the Kardashians, because they have. What else they got to offer?
Ooh.
Then drama.
Ooh.
That's literally what there is, drama. So she had to do something because we almost forgot who the fuck she was.
Low key. That's kind of true. I don't watch Keeping Up with Kardashians. I don't even know if it's still going.
I'm gonna sit my drink and
But
be quiet.
I mean, that is kind of their like running thing that they can rely on, is that TV show. Other than that, I'm sure they have other like investments in different businesses.
Because I
but it's not a
guarantee you,
major
Kylie
thing.
has
here's the thing.
makeup
I
and
guarantee you,
skin.
if they wanted to have a
yeah,
private,
she good.
intimate get together,
she is
they
good.
could have got around the
Like-
fucking paparazzi.
I think the determining factor as to whether it was like purposefully like tipped off is, we know that Travis, like the first sign is that Travis literally dropped a song right as they took their break and as Kylie figured out about Tyga. That's the first sign. Like that is not.
That's not
That's
a
planned.
coincidence.
If Tyga drops something, or if Travis has, which he probably does have an album on the way if he just dropped Highest in the Room as like the single. It's probably the single for the next album. But so if Travis announces this album very soon, it's planned. If Tyga drops something very soon, it's planned. If Tyga and Travis drop something together, you already know.
That was
It's planned. They want that cross publicity. They saw that opportunity, seeing as how Kylie is Tyga's ex, and it benefits both of them. It's gonna
Exactly,
benefit
period.
Travis's album. It's gonna benefit whatever Tyga puts out.
You know who came up with that idea? Kris Jenner. The devil works hard, but goddamn it, that bitch, she works harder.
She works harder.
Whatever Kris Jenner got, y'all hoes need to get on it.
So
Be like, how can I make this an ABC special?
Damn.
speaking of
She's a
very,
Scorpio too.
Oh wow.
Makes sense.
I like to apologize if it sounds like I'm missing. It's because I'm missing. I am very
he is mentally gone.
yes.
So gone.
Speaking of being mentally gone, y'all seen that new Joker movie?
We all see it.
Come on,
David.
Alley, you with the segue.
Uh-huh.
Is he mentally gone or is he mentally intact?
Ooh.
Joker, I want to say. Here's what I'm gonna say about. Here's my little.
Because he seemed
thoughts.
he seemed cohesive in
Or
what he wanted to do.
Perna, you want to go first on your little rant about?
About
Man,
Joker.
let me tell y'all about this.
This
Man,
movie.
This man. Okay, so y'all already heard. Y'all already know what I'm finna say. The system failed that man. And when you
Period.
watch the movie, you're gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. The entire system failed that man from the moment he was born. Okay? And that's
This is
on period.
facts.
That's everything he did in that movie. I don't want to say it was justified, but it was kind of I couldn't see it happening any other way because he wasn't getting the help that he needed.
The way
Not that it was justified, but that it was preventable.
It was
Yes.
preventable. That's the word I was looking for.
It's more like the way they did it was beautifully done.
Yeah.
It showed the progression of
It was.
how.
It made him understandable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was just like, okay, we understand, but it also it didn't justify.
No.
Like you were
know,
just like, no, don't
killing
do it,
people.
don't do it. But he
Exactly.
did it.
Yeah, it didn't justify like how most people believed it would of mental illness and white men killing innocent people. It didn't justify it
You're getting loud.
because they
Why are
can't
you
hear
so
me.
loud?
Point being is that it didn't justify any of that, and the way they did it was beautifully done. If you haven't seen the Joker yet, I highly advise you go see it because
Highly.
it changes perspectives about the Batman universe. Period.
It does.
It makes Thomas Wayne. Y'all will see.
I mean,
He's still the bad guy in my eyes.
was he?
He benefited from the system that eventually turned his kind of fucked him over because if the system worked properly, then Joker and everybody else would have gone crazy and then they wouldn't have killed him.
But him as a person, I know he wasn't the only individual who was involved in gaining from that system. So did he and his wife, who definitely ain't do nothing, and Bruce, who definitely ain't do nothing, deserve what happened.
Here's the thing. Here's my thing. He was running for mayor, but who knows what he was gonna do. And he was rich, so he probably was gonna like do what Donald Trump is doing, making the rich richer and the poor poor. He had the power, and he knew what the city was going through. Hell, he walked the streets. He had the power and the money to change that.
Yeah.
But he didn't. He just lied and said, I'm running for mayor, and he called people clowns. That was like mirroring what the fuck Donald Trump does.
He did.
Yeah.
He called people clowns. He said, y'all lazy and I'm gonna get y'all jobs. Didn't do that because he got killed. But point being, it really is just like a fucking, it's just like a very, I don't know what I'm about to say. The allegory is there about how the system
vocabulary
is just
allegory.
It's and when the system is you get people and people the system and the system by rich people.
That's a quote.
And
that's facts.
That's just what happens. That's the product of Joker.
Yeah.
Period.
I think that's a very good sum up of the whole concept of the movie, because I think I went into it expecting just a boring dumb little origin story that just milks the IP basically, but that was deep. It was political. It was thoughtful. It was intentional. You could tell this wasn't just, they didn't just get the rights to Joker and say, okay, bet I'm just gonna put a guy in a clown suit and make him blow some stuff up.
I like how they touched on social issues. I know this isn't much of a spoiler, but at one point he gets to see a therapist through the state, and it's a weekly thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And at one point in the movie, they were like, this is the last time we're meeting. We don't have any more funding from the state. Da, 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 da. And it's dang. Some people actually got to go through that. They just get their stuff cut off. And then they don't have nobody to talk to.
Yeah.
Joker is just it goes to the fact, movies that are based off books are the best. And then if you think the movie is good, you should read the book. I'm just saying, because hell, you thought the movie was good. The book is probably 10 minutes. It's 1,000 times better. So just throwing that out there. I am a person who advocates for literacy and reading, so you should read the book. But Joker was beautifully done, which is probably why it was political, because it was written. Yeah. I don't know. It was just, I wish all the DC movies were structured that way.
Man,
that dark way,
realistically dark way.
Because I'm gonna be straight up with Aquaman. They was trying to be like Marvel.
They were.
But the thing is, if they would have took a dark political stance with Aquaman, talk about pollution, and then with Wonder Woman, they could have went deeper with that. Talk about feminism, y'all.
There's so much more they could be doing.
Yeah, it's the way they did it with Joker. And they could have did the same way with the other characters, and I could have gave them a deep thing. Yeah. They're trying to be like Marvel, and I think they're missing something else. Yeah. There's something else that superhero movies can do.
They took their time with this movie.
Exactly. I really hope that Joker is a wake-up call for everybody who's associated with these DC movies, that you don't have to be like Marvel. Just because Marvel is killing the game with the cinematic universe and the movies and everything doesn't mean that's the only way you have to go with these characters. You can take them and go wild directions and make these dark, highly controversial movies.
That's why I'm so excited for this Harley Quinn movie.
Stuff. Yeah, exactly. I think that was. I feel like that one's kind of still in the same.
Suicide Squad a little bit.
Yeah, it is.
It's interesting. I just hope they put a little spin on it.
You know what else? Because
that's what will make it go over the edge.
Because I don't think they know nobody knows the real history behind Wonder Woman herself.
Yeah.
And the man who created her, he was in a whole polyamorous relationship. He was a feminist.
Sir, there's a whole movie about that.
Yeah, I watched it. That's what I'm talking about. So I was just oh my God. So it's just y'all have the access, the information, the potential, but y'all just choose to make movies to just, just to satisfy your want to be like Marvel.
Yeah.
When obviously the Joker movie is what people want. Hell, that's what I want. That's what I want.
Man, if every movie ended up like, if all of these
grunge.
DC movies followed that like, not even followed the same formula or pattern as Joker, if they didn't follow any formula or pattern at all, the way that Joker doesn't follow any formula or pattern, I would be at every single DC movie.
Let's give it up for Joker.
Give it up for Joker.
Like,
And like,
honestly.
to be honest, we could talk like all day about Joker
Yeah,
because
it's an amazing movie.
like honestly, he didn't even think like in the beginning he didn't feel like a Joker. I was like, he's gonna be Joker.
yeah, I'm like,
Yeah, really.
Literally,
And then
this,
like,
towards
this
the
nigga-
end, I was just like, okay, there you go.
I'm like, Batman gonna beat this nigga ass.
this
How he
man
gonna-
stay with his mama. Like, I can't. I'm like, ooh, I can't. He about to go down
And
a
it, like you
dark
feel for
path.
him because he had a condition.
Uh-huh.
Now I'm like, is every time he laughing, is he really laughing?
No,
Yeah,
he had
that
a
was-
condition.
He had a condition.
No, but like,
But that's a nice
because
little
if
touch,
that's
though,
the
because
backstory for every Joker, is he like
Oh,
really laughing or is he
Exactly.
just like
okay,
upset?
I'm a little here now. I have facts.
Okay.
There was one comic story where Batman got a hold of, like, knowledge of the universe
Mhm.
through outside means. He asked what the Joker's identity was, and they gave him 3 different names. There's multiple Jokers with multiple backgrounds.
What?
Yes.
Oh,
he
no.
killed
in the
what?
same universe.
And yes.
How does that happen?
I don't know how it happened.
There's too much
It's
going
a
on.
specific comic series you have to read to get the whole backstory. And I do not have the facts right now.
Okay,
Okay.
so I watched a video earlier, and it was one of those Looper videos where it's like explaining the ending of Joker or whatever. Just because I'm real big on like watching those like YouTube channels that kind of analyze and break down the different like parts of the movie and try to dive into it a little bit, add some other thought to it. And that was one of the things that I actually brought up. It was like questioning like, so will this be the Joker that ends up clashing with Bruce Wayne once he gets older and becomes Batman, or maybe this is the first Joker and he sort of becomes an icon, and then someone else further down the road takes up the mantle when Batman is Batman. And it's just, there's a lot of different ways
Yeah.
that this can go.
Does anybody watch Gotham?
No, nobody watches Gotham.
Okay, I
It didn't have a year.
because I know they did
Did they say a
introduce.
year in like
They introduced a Joker
what time
on Gotham.
year was
On
it?
Gotham.
It was.
I don't think so.
They only
think
told us
like
like
the
you know
last
what
season.
month it was and what day.
I slept through half of the movie. Not to say it was bad, everybody. I was drunk. But
Wow.
He was. Yeah, 3 margaritas.
I'm so mad. He like killed somebody and then Johnny gonna go like, oh my god, what happened? Who died? I'm like, what the? Go back to sleep.
I was just like, I knew it was coming, but it was
Hold
like,
on.
damn.
That's a moment.
Cut that out the podcast.
I'm sorry.
I'll bleep it or something. Okay, so following up questions: do we believe what was said before the movie came out, that it justifies shootings of and just gives justifications?
It don't
for
justify
white
none of
men
that.
I didn't listen to
craziness?
those, I didn't listen to those white opinions.
It doesn't justify none of it, but it shows us the causes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It
Okay.
causes,
Yeah.
it shows
Most
the
definitely.
butterfly effects.
Most definitely.
We saw a whole lot of butterfly effects in that movie.
Yes.
Mhm.
I don't think it justified like their argument. It was literally. It felt like not white people. It felt like people judging a book before its cover.
Yeah.
I think people who read the book probably were just like, no, it doesn't. But like, they literally jumped to conclusions with
Yeah.
the title, like with the
Mhm.
Joker and
I
just
mean,
the trailer,
That's how I felt.
and not
when I was
realizing
seeing
it's
that.
actually beautifully written.
We saw examples of toxic masculinity. We had they didn't take care of mental illness.
Yeah.
They talked about, like we said before, political and the rich controlling a lot of stuff. But
touched on a lot of different things. I really liked that quote that they had in the book where it says the funny part about having mental illness is everyone expects you to act like you don't. That little quote.
that was deep, and he
It
thought it
was
was so
so
funny,
deep.
but it wasn't deep. And then that really went into when he was like, I don't want to.
Man.
I don't want to ruin it, but like that quote that he said when he was like, comedy is subjective.
Yeah. Yeah. And he's sitting there laughing at all like the messed up stuff, and it's just
Yeah.
like,
It's
I mean,
subjective.
it really
is.
So next question.
There was a point where I was laughing with Joker, like, yeah, that was funny.
I
When he clapped the beat, I was like,
That first joke he did, I laughed at because I'm like, dang, ain't nobody laughing at you, and that's what made me laugh.
I chuckled a little bit.
That's because you're mentally fucked up.
Whoa, now.
Watch out.
We're going to save that for the therapy episode.
Yeah, that's the therapy episode.
Okay, moving on.
Next question.
We're all joining Joker's horde. Just know that.
No, we're not.
I am. Me and Johnny are.
Next question. Scale of 1 to 10.
Blow some shit up.
Where do you place Joker?
I'll give it a good 10.
Good 10. I would give it.
That's a strong number, sir.
That is a strong
Sorry,
number.
shit,
That's like.
you know what?
Yeah,
Fuck it, 10.
movie
No,
you've seen in your life.
I was gonna say like a 9 because
Yeah.
the way I
To me,
see
it's a
10,
10.
I see 10 as a perfect movie, and I think perfect things don't exactly exist.
For me,
So it's hard for me to give any
I
movie
like
a 10.
movies. If you can entertain me,
Yeah.
you get like a nice 5.
Yeah.
Because, but like, Joker actually entertained and kind of like made
Yeah.
me think a little bit.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I guess a 10.
So I don't know why y'all doing a scale of 10 when we can just give like a 5-star rating.
You can divide it.
I'm gonna give it 4
Divisible
stars.
by 2.
It's divisible by
I'm
2.
gonna give it 4 stars on Rotten Tomatoes. I'm just kidding.
So an 8.
Rotten Tomatoes actually uses a 100% scale.
Ooh.
Okay.
You gotta get your facts straight.
Ooh. I was just making a joke. Ooh.
Oh, me? Well,
Since
I'd
you-
give it a 7.
Why?
Maybe an 8. But I slept through half of the movie.
That's okay.
You're
That's
missing
why I'm like,
key
what the?
scenes.
You know what?
You sleep through most things.
That is true.
You're not allowed to give a rating.
I just slept through half this podcast.
So
Okay.
So-
Next question. What
You did.
what DC character would you like to also see? I don't want to say the Joker treatment because I just said that I wouldn't want them to make this a formula because then it becomes formulaic and it becomes boring. But what other character would you like to see just like them really dig deep into the roots of?
I
and like,
don't do a lot of DC.
I feel.
well, I
like-
mean, but
What do you think?
Which one do you think has the most potential?
Because I think I have a perfect character.
who was you finna say? I want you to
Okay,
go
so
first.
if they're gonna keep within the Gotham realm,
Oh.
Catwoman.
Yes.
Oh.
She needs a new movie, and if they do it,
Halle Berry.
Halle Berry's
no,
gonna
no, no,
come
no,
back.
no, 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 not do that Halle.
Angela Bassett.
No, I don't think she should be a black woman because in the comics she's white. But if they do make her a black woman, that'd be lit too. But if they do it excellently, because she's a cat woman, she was a street kid. She was a woman trying to survive. So
Yeah.
imagine what she went through.
That's true.
How the system failed her.
I feel it.
It'd be cool as fuck
That
if
would
like
be-
we see her backstory and her backstory kind of collides with Joker's backstory.
Yeah.
Like what if Zazie, like the girl he met with, is Catwoman, or like the daughter?
Okay.
That'd be dope.
Yeah.
Like
Be
if they do like
interesting.
a Catwoman background, like that'd be, cause she need that movie. I liked it when I was younger, but like when I got older,
Yeah.
I was just like, ooh.
Okay, now hear me out. This one is off the wall, but it's one of my favorite DC characters because magic. I would like a Zatanna movie.
I would.
Me too.
I would mess with a Zatanna movie because I like Zatanna too.
We need some more magic in the DC universe.
Yeah, we do.
Right now.
It could be like DC's Doctor Strange, basically.
I really don't know what to say on this one. I really don't. So you can just pass. I really don't know what to say.
So it's tough for me. I think I would probably go with Damian Wayne. Simply because that he's my favorite Robin, but I think there's a lot that they could maybe do with just the way of him being like neglected and not being shown the right type of love as a child, and seeing that the way that he kind of grows up and becomes like so like cold and like at such a young age being so cold and ruthless and able to kill like that.
He was raised by assassins, so
Yeah, exactly. Like I think there's a lot that they can maybe do with that, and not just in a way of like, oh, he's this little kid and he's just killing people and he's not batting an eye to it. Like I think they could do a lot with like maybe like desensitization to like
violence and whatnot.
violence. Yeah, exactly. Like I think
Kids
there's
are
a lot
like that
they could
these
do.
days.
Exactly, and then at the end of the way, like when he does finally link up with Batman seeing how he like is this cold and kills people without like hesitation. Like I think that they could do some stuff with that.
Y'all ever heard of Fortnite? Kids love that shit.
You already know they would make
It's a bunch of shooting
I'm starting to believe
violence.
that Batman
Okay,
is
but
kinda like
but
that
don't
guy.
act like we wasn't like out here teabagging folk.
I didn't play Call of Duty when I was younger.
Well, honestly,
Oh, you did it.
I was gonna say, did you
Oh,
play Halo?
you-
But
I
I
didn't
got
play
you.
Halo either.
You was a
DC,
I didn't play
PlayStation.
shooting games at all.
Try doing like a remake of the Wonder Woman and kind of frame it like put y'all time into it.
There's a Wonder Woman sequel coming out. I forgot about that.
Yeah, there is, but like
I'm sure
with
there's
the
sequels to a lot of
Catwoman,
these movies coming out.
y'all
Oh,
can really go
baby.
into like a very deep route with that. I'm just saying, she's the perfect person to do it. She's very
think so as
feminine
well.
and she's also strong.
Mm-hmm.
So that'd be perfect. Talk about a lot of issues. That's what I'm
Speaking of the different issues that DC
Can I get a live
should...
action Teen Titans movie?
Shut up!
We have a
Thinking.
show. They have
Shut
a
up!
show.
No.
Stop! I'm trying to segue. Speaking of the different issues in our up society
Ooh, David, you used a
that
strike.
DC should probably say something about. How do you all feel
Oh, this is gonna be controversial because he's taking a long pause.
about the shooting
Oh
of
my
Botham Jean by that damn police officer in Dallas?
So first of all, I know nothing about the situation.
Okay.
So,
I just know they let the white woman
Break
off.
it down.
Context.
No.
context. Officer
They let her
Geiger.
off?
Easy.
Easy.
Okay, yeah, they did.
Officer Geiger is a white female officer in the city of Dallas who came home from what they described as a long work day of running around
David, you
and
funny as hell.
harassing people in Dallas. Tired, exhausted, she drove home to her apartment complex that she's been to hundreds of times in her time of living there. Drove up to the 4th floor when she actually lived on the 3rd, got out of her car, walked inside, opened the door of what would have been her apartment if she was on the 3rd floor, but she was on the 4th, saw a black man sitting on what she thought was her couch, which probably wasn't in the same position as her couch in her actual apartment, probably wasn't even the same type of couch, eating ice cream, probably in his pajamas, saw him, thought he was a threat, shot him. Dead.
So now that I know the whole story, send that bitch to jail, period.
She's
Well,
going to jail.
Send
technically
that
they
bitch to
did.
jail longer, period.
Yes. She got 10 years
She should
after
have, like-
sitting in court crying about and saying that she felt guilty, and one of her quotes was, "I wish he had taken the gun and killed me."
Oh, girl.
Please.
Girl, please
That's not
stop.
gonna get you like
Stop it.
Not-
Commercial police.
Girl, please. Because if he would have killed you, then he would have went to jail. He probably would have got
Exactly.
killed.
That was one of the things. That was my main thing. As soon as I saw that little quote,
Like,
I was
really?
like, if he had grabbed that
Did
gun
you just
from you,
wish that upon him?
it doesn't matter if he had, even if he just held the gun to you, they would have busted in and murdered him. If he just shot you, not even lethally, they would have murdered him. Whether he was in court and you were dead, whether you were just injured, they would have put him under the courtroom.
So, one thing about this story that people are not talking about, can we talk about homeboy who testified?
That was gonna be
That
was gonna be the next set of
Okay,
questions.
never mind. I'm gonna let you get to it.
But,
I'm
like,
gonna let
my
you get
thing
to
is,
that. Cause
my good sis
that's
Susie.
blowing
What's
me.
her name?
I don't know her first name right now, but it's Geiger is her last
Susie.
name.
Susie.
I'll give her the whitest name
Isn't it
ever.
Amber?
chill
Amber,
out.
yeah, Amber Geiger.
Susie. You don't have the right to get the right fucking name.
She don't. She don't get that.
But
You don't.
We have our lovely Susie Powell, Vice President.
Oh,
Susie
sorry.
Powell.
That's Suzanne.
Becky, bitch. That's better.
Becky, bitch.
You. I understand you had a hard day, but we all have hard days.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't go into somebody else's house and start shooting them. If anything, you go into somebody's wrong house, they be like, "Oh wait, this is not my house." I feel like she was a police officer, right?
Yep.
So shouldn't she survey her areas and make sure she like? So it's like, okay, it don't add up, sis, to why you walk in ready to shoot somebody. Like, do you have your gun like your hand on your gun at all times? You were entering your home. You were tired. So like,
She was strapped up and ready.
Let me tell you.
I'm just like, was it just like poo poo or just?
Well, the way that the description was, or what she gave as her defense was,
because the other
he
person that was in the
came
room
at
was
him with quotes. He appeared to lunge at him or her, or something
you're in
along
his
those lines to
house.
make exactly. And the defense was, oh, there was danger. There was a sense of a feeling of danger.
She was in his house.
Exactly, and even then, I don't even think he came at her. I think he probably said, "What are you doing in here?" Stood up, and she just shot him because she thought she was in her place and thought he was a robber or some shit like that, robbing apartments in his pajamas.
I would like to say one
Sitting
thing.
on the couch eating ice
Sitting on the
cream
couch
and
eating
rubbing.
ice cream.
I'd like to say one thing. The Foyers and Dixon are all identical. But I walked into the wrong one time and I looked, I was just like, something is not right in here. I just walked in, I was just like, this ain't right. And walked out, I was just like, I'm in the wrong room. It's not that hard.
It's really not.
I'm gonna start locking my doors. It's like you over
See,
here.
I told you close them doors. Never mind, we getting off topic.
And them little white women gonna come shoot you, John. They gonna be like, oh my god, I thought it was this room.
Nah, the chili gonna come beat you up.
So,
Shush.
following her sentencing of 10 years, what followed was the brother of the man who was murdered showed compassion and gave her a hug.
That wasn't
in court
compassion.
afterwards.
He had cast a voodoo spell, and the last form of
Shut up,
casting
stop
a
it.
voodoo spell is a hug.
Shut
You're
up.
cursed, bitch.
Shut up.
Now,
Have
here's-
fun dealing with that voodoo
A
form.
pox on your house.
If not, somebody else will curse her.
a lot of people on Twitter have been sort of saying that this is him excusing her actions and that he did something wrong.
It could just be
Do you-
forgiveness on his part.
First
Yeah, I
of
was-
all,
yeah,
first of all,
do you
it
guys
is
feel-
people on Twitter, it is not your place.
It's
at
really
all.
not.
It's really not.
It's really not.
People
It
on
wasn't
Twitter
your
don't really
brother.
care. They love to get their opinion.
It wasn't
anyway.
your brother.
Well, I'm people on Twitter.
You didn't sit through the trial. You read an article for like 10 seconds and then cast
And
your
it wasn't
opinion.
your brother.
You didn't go through
It
nothing
wasn't.
that he went through, and you didn't know that man personally, and you didn't sit in that courtroom. So just chill out on that one.
I ain't even talking to my brother like that, but if somebody killed my brother, I would have been upset. Like, send that bitch to jail, period.
I understand. Me personally, I probably would have been spiteful. I would have hugged that bitch and whispered in her ear, "You're gonna fucking burn in hell." But he is saved. He has
must
Right.
be.
He has the love of the Lord in
Because
his
the
heart.
Christ in me cannot.
Because the
I have
Christ
to
in me,
forgive.
when I hugged her, I would have choked that hoe
Couldn't
out.
have been
I don't know when I'm going to
Or broke her
forgive,
back.
but at some
Susie
point
would've
I'm
been
going to
dead.
forgive.
And I would have been on trial next.
Frankly, Your Honor, she had it coming.
I eventually like forgive everybody, you know. I don't know how long it's gonna take, but eventually I get there to the point where I can forgive.
I guess.
Susie was pushing it. How you act? Ooh,
She had the-
you pushing it.
She had expressed forgiveness. I don't know.
And the judge who said, "I didn't want to send you to prison."
Bitch.
That's what the judge said.
I could be a judge. If it was me, it was like life. Period. You know, I'd be like,
Ow.
electric chair.
Wait,
You're gonna die.
the judge really said that?
No.
That's what she said that the judge, the black lady judge. I would have hoped she would have gave her life.
Not the black lady judge.
Man,
I
she would got
I
life,
would've given her
electric
life for
chair. and
I mean,
send her ass to the hole.
especially if she's sitting there saying that she feels guilty, but pleads not guilty.
I'm like, that's
That sounds like an admission.
that sounds like a
Like,
contradiction.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
So-
I want to say you're getting an electric chair, and you're not even going to be in the common area with you're going into the hole.
Okay.
We're gonna put you in the dark.
Not the dark. So I wouldn't have said electric chair. I wouldn't say death penalty because this is my personal views. I don't feel that the death penalty should be for people who commit things like this. I think that's for people who are consistent threats
As much
to
as
society.
as much as
like
me
they don't know how to act.
as I am,
Yeah, exactly.
and I'm
They'll
saying
never
me as
make
I
that
am
happen.
to not be not conservative,
I'm
to not be
spiteful.
controversial in this podcast. As much as me as I am, I still wouldn't have given the electric chair.
and
I would
only in
send this bitch
certain.
to jail. Period.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Maybe
send
you
her-
know what? electric chair is too easy for you. Here's what you need. You need to suffer.
Put her in a black prison.
All right, no.
I'll put her in a black prison with the angry black women, quote unquote, and then I would have locked your ass to sentence you to the 30 days in the hole.
What we not gonna do is torture this person as
torture.
cruel and unusual punishment.
Don't put her in the hole. Put her in General Pop.
I'm here for torture.
General Pop, then the hole.
She gonna be in the hole because she gonna be in General Pop getting her ass beat.
So following,
you don't think they gonna beat her ass these 10 years? They gonna knock her ass over.
following her.
Surprised she making
talking about this ass beat.
She gonna get her ass beat. She was like, they gonna be like, he forgive you, but bitch, I didn't. Throw me my tens.
Following the 10-year sentence of this murderous cop, the sister of Dallas rapper TK spoke out on Twitter.
Why?
Because
another
TK
bird giving her opinion.
No. Okay, let me give you context on TK. TK is a 16, I believe, 16-year-old rapper.
Hit that nigga 16?
16. He was a minor. He was either 16 or 17. Hold on, I'm looking at the article right now.
He's gotta be older.
Let me see if I can find this.
Because I think when we first heard him, he was 16.
I think he was 16 when the crime occurred.
He may have been. I think they were trying to wait to try to sentence him.
He's gotta be 18 by now.
Well, we're gonna go with 17 right now as a good medium. I believe he was 16 at the time, but TK was a rapper who was involved with a attempted mugging, but it turned into a murder with a couple other people. They don't know who exactly was the trigger man. They can't confirm that TK was the one who pulled the trigger and killed the man. However, the man is dead. So TK, who is a minor, went to court. They charged him as a grown-up, as an adult. They wanted to push him for the death penalty. I don't believe he has the death penalty. He has 55 years. And this woman got 10.
First of all, she should have got the death penalty. Now that I heard that, send that bitch to jail and then hang her ass.
This is in the same state, in the same city.
Cut that out the podcast.
No, I'm mad.
That's why his sister spoke out. Because this is a clear... this is an unbalance. This is not balanced at all.
It's kind of like when these white people got marijuana cafes and niggas are sitting in jail because they had a gram of weed on them.
Exactly.
That's not even a whole blunt. It is a whole blunt. But bitch, that's not enough to get you high, depending on what it is.
I'm a lightweight, so it's a fun time.
Okay, we're not talking about you,
Carnell. Not you exposing yourself on the podcast.
But I'm just saying, the rules are always going to be different for white people. And I'm tired of this shit.
It's sad to admit, but it is true. And our society shows it to us every single day with situations just like this. With a young kid like TK who...
Just like Ross in the tall grass, he said, boop, boop.
Yeah.
I didn't get the reference, but just like with a young kid like TK who, granted he did something bad, but he still has time to learn and do better. But he gets 55 years, and it's not even confirmed that he was the one who pulled the trigger. That's the type of things that we're dealing with in our society. Other types of things we're dealing with.
He did say they go shoot a little, we go shoot a lot.
Listen. Just because he did the race and she didn't, don't mean nothing.
That wasn't referring to a mugging.
But following...
It was a different crime?
I said it wasn't referring to a mugging. That's all I was saying. I can neither confirm nor deny.
So CNN
the
reported
implications of that song.
CNN reported today, actually, that 10 days after he testified in the murder trial of a former Dallas police officer, Amber Geiger, key witness Joshua Brown was gunned down at his apartment complex, according to the Dallas County Medical Examiner. Do we think this is a coincidence?
So,
it's never a coincidence with... Ooh, I almost said something. It's never a coincidence with these types of things.
This was definitely malicious in the nature. He was shot in the mouth.
Yeah.
So, for you to shoot someone in their mouth like this way, you have to, first of all, you got to be close to them.
The guy that was testifying
that ain't no
white
accident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an execution.
That's execution style. So I for one, I think it was several people. Cause this isn't no like he's not like
record his confession.
No. They already got
he was
his.
in court.
They already testified.
He did
Like
the
the
confession,
court
he
was
got
like
he was in
murdered.
court
Making the
testifying with a
confession.
Dragon
like
Ball
he
Z
was
shirt
murdered
on.
after
That's how I
at
remember
his
him.
apartment.
They
This
killed
is
my
why I
nigga.
don't
They
trust-
killed my
Yes.
nigga.
Was she blonde?
Yes,
Oh,
this is a
God.
picture for
What they got
record.
to do with anything?
Because it's always blonde, white. What did she have? Blue eyes.
I can't tell from this picture, but if we look up like the video of her
It's
crying
not
in
about her
court,
being blonde. It's just
This one.
yeah, it's not. It's about the privilege.
It's grass.
They'll have the privilege regardless of their eye color.
I'm
That's
trying
true.
not to make it an issue, but it's just
Oh.
like I feel like it's because she's a white woman.
It is.
It is. There was another article. I don't have the article pulled up. I saw a screenshot of it on Twitter, but so take it with a grain of salt. But there was a woman who fired warning shots, and she was given, I don't remember the exact. I think it was like 20.
It was more than 10 years.
It was more than 10. She was given more than 10 years for firing warning
She didn't
shots.
shoot anybody.
She didn't shoot it. Yeah, exactly. Then there's the case of I don't remember. This probably wasn't in Texas. I don't remember what state it was in, but there was a woman who got involved in a fight or something like that, and then the other woman pulled out a gun and shot her. This is more relating to like
Remy
abortion
Ma?
and stuff. No.
Oh, you talking when the
No.
pregnant woman got in the fight and she
Yeah,
shot?
and she got
Remy Ma?
shot, and she was charged for putting her baby in danger.
Remy Ma?
No.
No, not Remy Ma.
She shot her stomach, her friend in the stomach.
No,
Right.
no, the woman was shot in her stomach after trying to fight another woman, and they charged the pregnant lady for endangering her baby, and this pregnant woman was black.
Was the woman who shot her white?
Yes.
Was she?
Was she? I thought she was.
I'm not sure actually.
You said yes so quick.
I'm sorry.
But the system seems to always prove or give us examples that it's not built to help
For
us.
It's not.
It's not built for us. It's not built to give us the opportunity. Because even in an
It's not
age
gonna
like
let
this
you
where
get
it
the
It's not built.
seems
It's not built to give us a chance. Stupid.
I'm gonna let you get
stupid.
the chance.
You know what?
Stupid.
I would be like Joker. This is Joker all over again.
This is the buildings
It's
of
full
another
circle.
Joker.
You know what? It's gonna be anarchy.
It's gonna be
It's not a
anarchy.
revolution.
Well, guys.
Oof. God, I can't say it because you're gonna post this on YouTube.
You still demonetized.
I just need to take it
Flagged.
back and just beat something. Not somebody, but like maybe a car.
Like
Maybe not a car.
Like Street Fighter.
Yeah, because I'm just angry. Fuck.
It's understandable.
It's
It's
so
very
fucking
understandable.
ridiculous.
Well, guys, I hate to say it, but it seems we've reached the end of the road.
Although we've come
And at the end of that road
end of the road.
is Rapid Fire News Hour.
Woot woot.
We don't have energy today.
Official who heard call says Trump got rolled by turkey and has no spine.
Speaking
Rolled?
Rolled.
of Trump, I
Like-
think he might actually get impeached.
He probably will.
Yeah, they on the roll with
Yeah,
it.
they on the
I think
road.
they
Like
are.
they got like half the Senate, so
They working though.
they shit working. They're damn near there. I saw a progression of how many people, and that number went from 82 to 100 to 203, 294 to 300. I was like, well, and that was September 29th. So we're in what October.
It's October.
October 8th.
7th. Oh,
It's-
8th. Oh, it is the 8th.
So
Your face.
Trump might not be
I
in
wish the
office no
podcast
more.
was
I'm
the
sorry
secret
to all
space.
the Trump supporters.
I'm not.
That they tried to get rid of Obama.
Sorry
they tried.
to
They
this man.
protested
Yeah, y'all
his
tried.
impeachment. They tried. Didn't happen. But we
Okay.
tried, and we're successful.
Yeah.
Success.
You wanna know why? Because he's actually not doing his job at all.
He's actually, like, doing things
He's
to,
destroying everything.
like, lose his job. In fact, like...
Speaking of impeachment, I'm getting real close.
Cardi B celebrates grandmother's birthday in Dominican Republic Day before Austin City Limits show.
Why is that?
Is that news? It's nice. It's,
Okay, go ahead. She got money. Woo woo.
She's celebrating her grandmother's birthday. That's lovely.
That's so lovely. You know what I'm doing for my birthday? Jack shit because I'm broke. And that's on period.
I don't period.
I'm still waiting on refund, Mississippi.
Okay.
Mississippi, if you're listening, I need my money.
It's my money and I want it now. It's my money and I want it now.
Nicki Minaj to grill her ex-stylist in nasty legal battle over designer clothes.
Who?
Legal battle.
Nicki Minaj.
What's the
No, I'm
legality
talking
of
about
the
who's the
situation?
stylist.
You made my ass bigger than it was.
Shut up.
Oh my god.
Her ex-stylist Maher Dridi.
That's not exotic.
That's not exotic.
Yeah, I'm stupid.
Apparently, Nicki refused to return expensive clothes,
Oh, no,
and she countersued, claiming he overcharged her.
So
Wow.
So what? He was saying that she didn't pay the full amount on the clothes, so she had to return them to him.
Darling Nicki didn't want
Is
to
that
pay
what
for her
he's
designer
claiming?
clothes.
Yes.
I don't know about that one because Nicki got money. So I
Maybe
feel
it's
like bro is lying.
maybe it's like an older thing when she didn't have as much money, but the clothes were still designer.
Maybe the case. I don't feel like going back to
I feel like
check
he's being petty because he got fired.
Oh no, I would too.
University of Kansas apologizes for risque Snoop Dogg show.
What?
What?
So I actually saw some footage of this and like people talking about it. So basically,
risque? Was he smoking weed?
no.
Okay.
Less risque, I guess, depending on the region of America Kansas is in. So
The Midwest?
the University of Kansas
Question mark?
got Snoop Dogg to perform at one of their games, which take some notes, please. Get a Snoop Dogg. I'll pay whatever the price is.
Anybody but light skinned Keisha. No offense to
Bro.
light skinned Keisha.
Oh man.
Ride Good is a bop, even though you only like only half the song.
Good.
So basically, they got Snoop Dogg,
Oh, that's
and
her?
part of his
Yeah.
No, it's not her.
Well,
It's the feature.
yeah.
The feature is the song, but I digress.
Snoop Dogg is performing basically, and they bring out poles, and they have white women stripping, like not
That's
stripping,
that's why they're
but they're
upset.
pole dancing.
That's why they're upset.
Oh, they
Now
were
we
like,
come down
why
to
are
the
there white
nitty
women on the
gritty.
pole?
No.
Why aren't there
They
any
want
diversities?
They didn't want
No,
every.
they're just. That was just a descriptive detail. They just didn't want women on the poles.
What's
period.
the rest of the story, David?
That's the whole story.
Wait, why they mad?
Because it's risque.
It's a
It's
school.
Oh, 'cause
they
they were
didn't want
stripper
women.
poles.
They didn't want them dancing on the poles.
Man, it's supposed to shout to school doing
What?
stuff way worse than that.
What?
It's a PWI. They
What?
probably snorting lines
This
too.
fucking- Hold on. So you telling me they? So what exactly are they trying to do to him? And then tell me what they have done to affect rape culture.
This is a deep question that I can't answer. We need that's a whole nother.
Probably doing shit because they just want to police the women so that they don't have to blame the men for doing what they do.
Risque.
They actually didn't say anything about Snoop Dogg. They were mad at the school itself for booking him.
Oh.
So
And now we come down to
They
the
say it's not
nitty-gritty.
your fault.
Racism.
It's not your fault for being
wait,
black.
what?
They say it's not your fault for being black. Our HR is just stupid.
Well, guys, that's all the time we have for today.
That was funny.
Say your goodbyes. Try not to squeak too much in the bed.
I'll squeak as much as I want to.
Yeah, okay.
Well, in the words of one famous Bruno Bucciolati, arrivederci.
Huh?
Who?
From JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Oh, got you.
Bruno.
I remember.
He always says
I've only seen a couple episodes.
Arrivederci.
Make sure you pop your pussy.
Pop this pussy.
Pop it for the right man. Pop
For
it
you
consensually,
tonight.
consensuously, and only pop it if you eat it right. For my
Facts.
gay niggas, sling that dick and pop your ass.
Swing that neck.
Who's you
Throw
about to
that
say?
ass back. Take it. It's gonna feel good. And finally, love yourself. After you take
We are
that,
sending very good messages to our viewers.
You better.
Swing that neck. Love yourself. Swing that neck again.
In the great words of Timothy De La Ghetto, what did he say? He said, "Skeet, love, and cheese." What was this?
love and cheese and get.
No, it was
Cheese, love, and skeet, maybe?
No, I
You
think
like
it was
switched
Skeet,
around.
love, and cheese.
So come cheese.
Do you
And
come
more
on?
cum.
Do you come on the cheese,
No,
or
you
do
don't
you?
come on the cheese. Like it's just, I just
Or
like
do you
cheese,
come
and he likes
cheese?
cheese as well. I'm finna look it up.
Arrivederci.
Skeet, love, and cheese.